and good evening and Merry Christmas a week in advance and Santa Claus is here. Christmas is not always about celebration, but Christmas is about a lot of learning that we try and impart to our children. We tell them to be good because Santa is going to give them some gift. We tell them to be listening to us. We tell them a lot of things because Christmas is that time of the year when everybody is in the celebration mode, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the young and the old. Christmas for us at Kero Mentoring is about learning new skills, learning something that will add value to you. On Christmas, we decorate the Christmas tree. And before I talk about the Christmas tree, I am going to invite my guest for today, Ela Devedi, also known as Ela Pachari. Oh, hello, fellow Santa. How are you?
Merry Christmas in advance.
Merry Christmas. That's what I was telling to all our audience at Merry Christmas in advance. And wow, I see a beautiful Christmas tree. So, Ela, I was, thinking to share a little bit about the Christmas tree and, how Christmas is about celebration for the good, the bad, and the ugly, and how we teach our children to be good because only then the Santa will give them a gift. But to bring in a different perspective, every year on Christmas or before Christmas, we decorate the Christmas tree. Why do we do that? Well, of course, it looks beautiful. But when will we be able to decorate a tree? Only when we sow the seed. When we sow the seed grows to be a plant, and the plant gives shelter, gives fruit, gives flower, and protects the environment. So, why not this Christmas actually learn sitting at home, teach your children how to sow a plant with stuff that is available at your home? When they sow the plant, there is so much and more learning that happens. And I am not going to tell you about that. Our guest for today, Ela Devedi, is going to tell us. She is the founder for My Little Green, and she treats her plants like little babies. So, very, very warm welcome, Ela. We want to know all about having fun with greens. We want to know how sitting at home we can make our own pots. We can use home material to create a pot, to design a pot, put some seeds. So, over to you for this absolutely fun filled session to hone up our skills this Christmas.
Thank you, Ekta. And a very good evening to all who are watching our show and will watch it later. So, as Ekta said, it is indeed a beautiful feeling around this time of the year when we are just about to celebrate Christmas. And yes, before Christmas, what we do is we bring home a Christmas plant, a Christmas tree, and we decorate it. Now, not only the Christmas tree, we should also learn how to grow greens in our homes. And parents and kids both can do it in a fun way together. Isn't it, Ekta? So, first,
Absolutely, Ela. Sorry, I have to keep muting because my cute little Santa at home is overly excited and is constantly talking, so I muted myself. But yes, I completely agree with you.
yeah. So, let's begin with a Christmas tree only first. Okay? Then we'll go to the next step, what we should do at home. Okay? So,
Wonderful. Super.
instead of getting a plastic or a synthetic Christmas tree this year, get live Christmas trees for your kids and decorate it together. See, I have put some cotton on these leaves to show as if there is snow. Then we have put some Christmas toys also here, and we have a cute little Santa also, which is hanging from the branches. If I could show you one, there it is. There's the Santa. So every day, water this Christmas plant, and even after Christmas, it's going to stay with you. and you can look after it as long as you want. It will keep on growing in height. If the pot is smaller, shift it to a bigger pot, and then you can reuse it next Christmas. So this is going to be your friend for life. What do you think? Now, you can also gift these lovely Christmas trees to your friends. Instead of Christmas gifts, you can gift Christmas trees. They could be this size or they could be bigger in size. You can gift them with nice little tags and gifts adorned to the trees. Now, what can you do at home? Ekta, you asked, what can we grow comfortably within the means of our home, which we have readily available? So, everybody loves to eat methi ka paratha and methi ki puri, don't we? And
Yes.
aloo methi ka sabzi. All the kids can grow methi at home very easily, and their moms can actually help them do that. So what we do have to do is to take these methi seeds. I have these methi seeds at home. So I soak them in water for a night. See, I am using steel utensils today because this session is meant for kids. So these are the soaked methi seeds. Okay. Now what we do is we take a pot. Now, since it is a session for kids today, we will take a nice animal shaped pot. I have chosen a turtle today. And first we have to ensure that the pot has a hole underneath. Now we have to block this hole with a small stone. I have kept a small colored pebble here. And now what we will do is we will fill some soil mixed with fertilizers. Okay. The turtle is quite a hungry one. It is eating the soil like a hungry baby. So now that I have filled this with mud and this soil and fertilizer, this is a 50-50 mix, okay, of vermicompost and garden soil. And now what I'll do is I'll sprinkle these soaked methi seeds. Just like this. I will just create a small layer of these methi seeds, and then again I will cover it with a thin layer of soil. This is all you have to do. You have to spray or sprinkle some water on it. I have forgotten to get my sprinkling bottle. And now we will keep it in light sun for 4 or 5 days. And within a few days, you will start methi seeds sprouting. And within 10 days, you will get this green methi, fenugreek.
Wow, in just 10 days.
Yes, it is
Wonderful.
ready to harvest. Now, because the temperatures are going down, it might take 15 days. But yes, the fruits of your labor and your love will be really flavorful. I promise you that.
Amazing.
Now, another thing that we are facing these days is air pollution. So what we can do to cut air pollution, we can grow snake plants very conveniently in our homes. I am very sure most of the households have got bigger snake plants, which keep on giving out small baby snake plants. So what you can do is you can just take out a baby snake plant gently from the sides of the parent plant, take it out. Again, the way I told you, block the hole, fill some soil, just gently press it, and then fill some more soil like this. Okay. Now and just press it very gently with your fingers. And now what to do? We should now use some pebbles to decorate our pot. So since the pot is orange, we'll use some orange and green pebbles to decorate it. And now how are the kids going to take care of this plant? They will keep it in mild sunlight for 2 days. Then they can bring them on their study table or on their bedside table, and they can enjoy a pollution-free atmosphere in their own bedroom. Thank you to the snake plant. Say thank you to the snake plant for giving you fresh oxygen. every day and night. Okay, and it looks beautiful. Now what you have to do, you have to keep spraying water on it just once in 7 days. It is not asking for anything else. All it asks, it is a little love. Just say a beautiful hello in the morning. Hi, my baby. How are you feeling? Hi, friend. How do you feel today? And this is how you will have a friend for life.
Wow.
Are you liking this, Ekta?
Yes, I'm loving the pots that you're showing, that cute little tortoise, and there are, I think you have some more,
Yes.
cute ones, if you can see them.
So I have got a baby coleus plant. A
Oh, wow.
coleus plant is an evergreen plant again. Of course, in winters it loses its sheen somehow, and in harsh summers also it sheds the leaves. But all the year round, mostly it is a healthy, colorful plant. It has got many colorful, pigmented leaves. See. So today I chose this little baby to be planted in a frog-shaped froggy pot. Hey Froggy, say hello to all. So
Beautiful.
when you are potting plants, like creating green babies with your kids, make sure that it is in a fun way. So all you have to do is to keep choosing animal shaped pots in bright colors. Now I have got a little rabbit sitting here. And I
Wow.
have thought, so what happened was that while I was planting this wandering Jew, this plant is called wandering Jew. Okay, so it has got very beautiful purple and green leaves. So I potted it in this bird.
Oh, wow.
Again, it is a hole which I blocked. I filled some soil in it and then I planted this plant. And while I was planting this, a twig fell out. And what could I do with the twig? I fed it to this rabbit. And within a few days, this plant will become as big as this one. So do not allow any twig or leaf to go waste. If you cannot repot it, you can use it as soil for the plants. Again, further, you
Wonderful.
have so many Bisleri bottles, mineral water bottles lying idle in your home, or you have some plastic bottles lying idle in your home. Mommies, guide your child to gently cut or you can cut it for him or her. You can make a nice hole here, like a big, what do I say?
The slit out
Just
there.
cut it, lengthwise इसको काटना है. Make small holes here. Just heat a knife and prick it like this. And a heated knife will take care of this also. Mix some vermicompost and soil in this. And here also you can sow methi, or you can do one more thing. You can grow saplings in these. So I grew a cherry tomato plant. The plant is not too good looking, but I'm very happy to show you that we have some cherry tomatoes growing out of this.
Oh, wonderful.
Can you see the
So
cherry tomatoes?
children would love this.
Yes. So it has become like this because we have eaten all the tomatoes. We are using it every day for our salads. So what you do to grow saplings for cherry tomatoes, I'm going to show you this. Just a moment. I'll be back.
Yes, please. So isn't it amazing that children sitting at home can learn to do their own gardening? And believe me, as a mother of a 4-year-old child, while Ela is getting ready with her cherry tomato plant, as a mother of a 4-year-old, her first plant when it came home, the excitement, the exuberance level was so high, and I told her that most of the plants that came for her are indoor plants, and thanks to my little greens and Ela, that these plants are now are with me at my home. And every weekend, as a ritual, my 4-year-old takes them out in the sunlight, waters them, cleans the leaves with utmost love and care. And now she has got habitual that it's a Sunday ritual for her. And I think not only as a ritual or as a habit, by helping a child grow a plant, there is so much more. your your motor skills better, because the child is lifting the plant, coordination is getting better, they're understanding the concept that the plant needs soil, water, seed. In fact, I remember my daughter had learned a rhyme in her play school, that growing little seed, sun and water, all that it needs, and it was something like that. So there is so much love and affection, nurturing, empathy that you can teach your child when they learn how to, sow their plant. And sorry, Ela, I'm taking your time, but I
No, no,
remember the
no.
first time, as an assignment from her school, she had to sow a plant, and when she did, she used to look at the plant every day, and for some reason the plant had started to shed its leaves. She felt really sad that why isn't my plant growing. And
Yeah.
now when children are very fascinated, and I think it is up to us as parents that when we expose them to all these things, for them to learn. So like I keep saying, that mentoring is a two-way process. We learn from them, they learn from us, and we must keep this two-way street on. So back to you, Ela.
Yeah. So while you're teaching your kids to plant, you're also teaching them how to be responsible, how to grow, be happy at the smallest little thing, to appreciate the little wonders that life offers us, isn't it? Uh,
Absolutely.
like when you sow these methi seeds, these are just dry seeds, and when you soak them, all you see are seeds. But look at the bewilderment and the wonderment in the child's eyes, when he or she sees that yes, now we are getting sprouts. Mama, now we are getting two leaves. Now it's growing in height. Mama, we have got a healthy plant now. So a gradual observation power, gradually their observation power, their nurturing skills, their responsibility levels, their emotional quotient, everything is actually worked upon while they are working with plants. And today, in the times when we have a culture of single kids, people, mostly parents have got one or two kids, and parents are also busy with their own schedules. So either they should keep pets, and I know keeping a pet is a very big responsibility. So if they keep plants as pets, nothing like it, nothing like it. So coming back to our cherry tomato plant, what do? Whenever mama gets home some cherry tomatoes from the market, take out a few and keep them to ripen further. And then what do is you just cut it into two portions like this. Ekta, you can get Vanya to do this actually at home. Okay, what this is all you have to do. And I already have some soil ready here. So what I'll do is I'll just push it with my finger into the soil. Now the soil has to be quite loose. It shouldn't be tight soil. So that is why I always prefer adding 50-50 fertilizer and 50% fertilizer and 50% soil. And there you go. And we've got space for more. So the rest half will go here. Again, I'll make a small dent with my finger very gently. I'll place this this half cherry tomato, and now I'll sprinkle some water and keep it in mild sunlight. Within a few days, you will see so many, at least 10 baby tomato plants. When they are 2 to 3 inches in size, you can repot them to bigger pots, just like I did. So these are all homegrown. If you are getting Shimla mirch, capsicums at home, be it the colored ones or the green ones, who doesn't like colored capsicums in their pizzas? Though kids
Yummy.
hate capsicums, but yes, because of the color factor, the red and the yellow capsicums. So whenever your mommy gets home some colored capsicums, colored bell peppers, what you have to do? Ask your mom not to discard the seeds. All you have to do is take that thick stalk of seeds and go and sprinkle it in the soil, anywhere in the plants. Any existing plant which has got extra soil, किसी भी बड़े गमले में एक्स्ट्रा सॉइल जहां पर भी है, आप जाके उसको सीड्स को स्प्रिंकल कर दीजिए, ऊपर से ये मिट्टी को पतला पतला एक लेयर डाल दीजिए. Within 15 days you will start getting new bell pepper plants, saplings. Again, you can repot them into bigger plants. So you can grow all these things from your home without going to the market. We have to be
Wonderful.
safe in these times, and we have got pots, and if you don't have pots, use whatever you have. You've got tins at home, you've got old soup bowls at home, you've got the rasgulla or the sweet boxes at home, mushroom boxes. When we get mushrooms, we get them in those blue small containers. Just
Right.
make 3 bowls in that mushroom container, just mix some soil, add whatever seeds you want to. And if you want to go for the variety, like if you want to grow basil, you can always order seeds online. And you
Amazing.
don't need
Amazing.
much space also. You don't need much space also. You can do it from आपके बच्चे के कमरे से अटैच जो भी balcony है उसको एक छोटा सा वहां पे space दीजिए कि this is your space, these are your babies, this is your responsibility, and let's see how this works.
Absolutely amazing. You when you let the child dirty their hands in the soil is when they will value it. They will know, and they will be very grounded. So while there may be very small things that they do, but there is so much of learning out of that, and that learning will be lifelong. Imagine your child helping you to make your own garden at home, or a balcony converted into a garden, because most of us stay in high rises, and we don't have the luxury of those lavish gardens. But to have greenery around you emits positivity, and in the kind of environment that all of us are staying, where there is so much of stress, so much of, children are not able to go out to play. There are so many restrictions. Why not have a plant buddy, who will be the buddy for a very, very long time, which who they can nurture. And by just making them sow a seed, there are so many other things related to that that you can teach the child. You can teach them how, empathy. You can teach them how to take care of someone, responsibility, as Ela said, discipline. Uh, you can even teach them about how nothing happens immediately, patience. It takes a while for that seed to grow into a small sapling, and for them to further grow into a big plant to be able to give a fruit or a flower or the vegetable that one wants. When they water it, they will understand how much to water, when to water. So much of science and art that these children of any age will learn. So, if you have any questions that you would like to ask Ela today or at a later point in time, please feel free to post your questions on Kiddo Mentoring. And the whole idea of Kiddo Mentoring is to mentor and get mentored. So, Ela, anything else, any other tips that you would like to share as to
Yes.
when should they water and how much sunlight, and if you can throw some light on that?
Yeah. So the plants, all the plants, they need 3 important things for their survival. First is soil, second is water, and the all important thing is sunshine. In absence of sunlight, they cannot make their own food because the kitchen of the tree or a plant is the leaves. So all the food that is made in the plant is done in the leaf, okay? And they all do this because of sunlight. So don't worry, even if you don't have sunlight in your balcony, you can just keep your plants in a yellow lighted corner. Okay, you can have a nice yellow, warm yellow light in one corner of your room, and you can keep your plants for a few hours there. Your plants will be fine. One more thing, kids also learn to accept a loss. Supposing the plant doesn't do well, supposing by any chance the plant dies, okay? Because life isn't all about success, it is also about failures. So a child also knows how to accept failure, how to accept losses, because it's not a win-win situation all the time. You can't succeed all the time. If you succeed 8 or 9 times, then yes, once you will fail, and this is what a child has to learn. So this is also one thing. Another thing I would like to show you is growing a succulent. Succulents are very easy to grow. And it looks like a flower, doesn't it? So this is a sedum succulent, and it also needs very, very less water. It needs watering only when the soil is absolutely dry. So as I mentioned, we will fill a small pot with soil. Now for succulents, we have to add some sand to the soil. The soil has to be porous. So, in due course, when the kids start forming a partnership with the plants, with the greens, they themselves will start understanding कि हमें किस वक्त क्या करना है, हमने कहाँ क्या गलती की थी. अगर मेरा प्लांट मर रहा है, ऐसा तो नहीं इसलिए भी नहीं मरता है प्लांट कि हमने उसको पानी नहीं दिया, इसलिए भी मर जाता है क्योंकि हमने उसे बहुत पानी पिला दिया. Just like we could have an upset stomach due to overeating. A plant cannot tolerate more water, extra water. So watering should be done only when the top layer of the soil seems quite dry to you. So this is how we can grow another plant. There your succulent is ready. I have grown only one because within 2-3 months this pot will be full of these. It will have small babies.
Okay. Wow.
It is already growing babies. And the best part is कि whenever a leaf falls, it also grows into a new plant.
Awesome.
So these are the wonders of nature. जब nature कहती है कि हमें कुछ waste नहीं करना है, तो इसी का leaf, जो भी leaf गिरेगा वो भी एक नए plant में बदल जाएगा. So these are the things, little things that kids can learn from plants. You got
Wonderful.
Extra, we'll plant it some other time. So keep growing more plants, keep playing with mud, get your hands dirty. Don't bother about catching infection because this is pure nature. It's not going to harm you at all. And It is only going to give you back something in return.
Very rightly said. And I think this is not only for children, but for all of us adults also. So much to learn and gain from Ela, to have fun with the greens. And when you have green in your house, there is positivity, there is there is a flow of energy which makes the environment happy, which makes you happy, the children happy. And also imagine if you're doing some work and your child is getting bored, the child can just go take care of the plants, or give them those seeds that they can sow. And most important, when we grow plants, we protect the environment. And here we have learned today that whatever you are eating, whatever is left of it, whatever vegetables you are cutting, the seeds that are there, or the peels, all of those things can actually be refurbished and used to grow something back again. So isn't it wonderful to teach our children creativity, how to make those pots, teach them how to plant, teach them how to take care, and at the same time learn best out of the waste, which invariably will go into the dustbin. So thank you so much, Ela, for this wonderful session. Our one of the very important skills, life skills that each one of us should learn, because from one skill there is so much more that we learn. So absolutely wonderful to the beginning of the Christmas season here today at Kiddo Mentoring. And like I said, that if anybody has any questions, anything, whether the child or the grown-up, please feel free to ask your questions now, later, after 10 days, whenever. Tag Ela Dwivedi or Ela Pachori, and I'm sure Ela will be very, very happy to answer those questions.
Absolutely. And
so wonderful.
Before we leave, I also want to tell the mothers and the papas there, mommies and daddies there, it is an absolutely safe skill to develop.
Yes.
And
a skill that you can forget.
Yes, they won't get hurt.
And allow me to add here that not only it is a skill which is safe, which will be lifelong, but it could also be a skill which may lead to a business opportunity for children at a young age, or even for grown-ups. So why not learn something this Christmas and make the year 2020, which has been a little on a roller coaster ride, more fruitful before it ends. So once again, Merry Christmas from both the Santas, Ekta and Ela, till we come back with yet another Santa with who will join us on the 22nd of December at 7 p.m. We will learn yet another skill because we feel that everybody does party, like it's all about Merry Christmas and fun and celebration, but let's just add a bit of learning to it and have more fun. So once again, on behalf of Kiddo Mentoring, Ela, thank you so much for sparing this time on a Friday evening and teaching us this very, very important skill.
I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much. And I would love to come back again for the kids because I love kids.
Superb.
Thank you
Superb.
so
Superb.
much.
We will be very happy to host you again, Ela. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody, enjoy the last weekend before Christmas and prepare your Christmas tree. Share your pictures. Prepare these plants or the seeds that Ela shared with us. Do share your pictures. Do share your child's experience or your own experience at Kiddo Mentoring. We would love to see it all. You can make a video, you can put a picture, whatever works for you. We will be very, very happy to see all that you grow and enjoy the festival. So take care, be safe. Kiddo Mentoring will be back with the Kiddo Mentoring Talk Show tomorrow at 5:30, where we will be meeting these two wonderful boys, the Rai brothers, twins, and I am not going to spill the beans, and I'm going to make you all wait to hear it all tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. only at Kiddo Mentoring. So take care, everybody, and good night and take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Merry Christmas. Ho 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 ho. Bye bye.
Bye.